Whoa, dude, a little bit of warning. I'm supposed to let people know in advance of things that might cause injury or offend the sensitive. Anyway, guys, this is Where's Wally here, and time to slice and dice Nick's little rant.
Whatever. Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters and debunkers. Just doing a quickie. Just it's quite funny, isn't it? You know, when you just people ask you what kind of proofs you have of being on a level stationary Earth. Well, look at this. You know, we have some lovely flat water right in front of us, and a sunset going on over there. And of course, some people would have us believe that the sun is setting because the Earth is rotating. Which, when you think about it, it is so ridiculous, because just imagine if you suddenly tipped this pool of water, and you know, just, or a bath or anything, you know, just imagine if it was all suddenly tipping to make the sunset. What a mess it would be. What an absolute mess.
Oh, Nick, yet another straw man. Don't you ever get tired of that?
Whatever. You know, but you have these people proclaiming to know that the sun sets because the Earth is moving and spinning. Oh dear, you know.
Now, some flatties like to say that we're not on a spinning ball because, and they look at a beautiful, calm piece of water and they say, does that water look like it's moving at 1,000 miles per hour? Well, here you go, check out this bit of water that's moving at 850 kilometres an hour. Does it look like it's moving that fast to you? Nick, do you recognise the water?
It's quite hilarious, but it's very sad. You can't even approach this subject without ridicule. And of course, that's what we see. Widespread ridicule of this. All these flat earth debunking channels, what have they got? Have they got science? No. All they've got is ridicule. All they've got is schoolboy rhetoric.
Schoolboy? Schoolboy? Is that me? But it's not rhetoric. It's actually true though, Nick, hey?
Whatever. Childish stuff. And an inability to ever stick to a topic, and or even be clear or properly debate or discuss.
Come on, Nick, spit it out. Don't beat around the bush. What are you trying to say?
Very basic, simple stuff.
Oh, poor Nick. Seeing as you can't handle many topics at once, I'll just stick to one or two for you. Infinity pools and rotation speeds of water.
That when it comes to this subject, we have to lie. We have to create this obfuscation to keep the lie alive. Yeah. It's
Well, Nick, I'm really disappointed. You didn't even touch infinity pools at all. Was it just a little bit too hard to grasp, was it? Well, let me try and make it a little bit simpler for you, mate. Look, even went to the shed and I've got two glasses here. Now, first of all, we're going to start off with these both being the same level. So they're both level and locally flat surfaces. Now, let's pour water from one to the other. We'll raise the level of one above the other. Now, you'll know that they are still both parallel, correct? Now, if you're looking along the surface of one, say the top one, like as in an infinity pool, you're going to be looking straight out at a horizontal line of sight, yeah? And we know that the natural horizon is where the ocean meets the sky, and these two planes are parallel, meaning that they will never meet. Also, it means that a line of sight from the top pool can never cross to the bottom pool, which means from the top pool you can never ever see the horizon, which means the horizon cannot possibly raise up to eye line. Perspective or no perspective, it can't do it.
Whatever. The mainstream media in mocking this subject. Yes, you know, and of course, I mean, we all know that there are certain people that are guilty of allowing it to become ridiculed by the mainstream, but You know, that's to be honest, it is just part of the process, and we just have to soldier on, as it were. I mean, it always has been a subject that's been ridiculed. You know, ultimately, it is gaining attention.
Oh, Nick, I hate to break it to you, but Flat Earth is not gaining attention. And if you look at the Google Trends, it's dying. A bit like your channel, mate.
Whatever. Look at that. What do you think of that? Yeah? No Antarctica, of course. Yeah? So it's nice, and this is a nice little scale model to work off and think about. Yeah? For people to demand maps and models. In fact, what I was thinking about, it's funny, isn't it, really? Of course, you know, no one can ever come up with a proper map if no one can ever actually explore the whole place. I mean, what's the point there in coming up with a map? I mean, how can anyone lay any claim?
Oh, Nick, watch where you're going. I'd hate for you to walk in front of a bus.
To know the true shape and dimensions of the... I still wonder if some of these deniers, whether they really do struggle with this ability to be clear. You know, so I really have had enough. I've had enough of I'm not giving them the time of day. They are energy vampires, and if they want to moan about proofs, well, they have to do it on their own channel. They actually have to, you know, for years, people have been going on at me to do this, do that, and then, you know, I'll say to them, come back with your measurable proof, and they don't.
Oh, Nick, there's only two reasons that people keep telling you to go and do stuff. It's A, because you tell them to, and B, because when people do the tests and show you the data...
You can't handle the truth!
Whatever. Consider this, if the Earth was moving, this body of water wouldn't be a stationary flat body of water.
Now, some flatties like to say that we're not on a spinning ball because, and they look at a beautiful, calm piece of water and they say, does that water look like it's moving at 1,000 miles per hour? Well, here you go, check out this bit of water that's moving at 850 kilometres an hour. Does it look like it's moving that fast to you? Nick, do you recognise the water?